there's quite a buzz around the Callaway exhibit here at the 2025 PGA Merchandise Show. All things Elite, with a little different spelling as you might expect. So let me bring in Jacob, who is going to take us through this Elite lineup. It is generating some buzz.
That's right.
Why?
We're really excited about our new Elite offering here, as we're saying the future of performance is Elite. And when you look at, historically in driver design, the consumers had to make a decision. Do they want a fast driver or do they want a forgiving driver? And there's been this trade-off that the customers had to make a choice on. And typically a more forgiving driver aerodynamically is a little bit slower from a speed standpoint. And if you go more, towards speed, you lose the forgiveness. And so all throughout really the design of this product, we wanted to say, hey, there's no trade-offs. We wanted to make a driver that didn't take a step back in forgiveness, didn't take a step back in speed. And so incredible year last year, AI Smoke, #1 driver in the marketplace. And so we went down a path of saying, hey, what did we need to do to really make that driver faster and more forgiving? We're proud to really introduce three new key innovations. That's going to come through our new AI 10X face, a new thermoforged carbon crown, and a new shape. We'll start with the shape, Bill, just an incredible breakthrough we had with that. Historically, when we were designing prototypes, we'd get maybe 2 or 3 iterations in a 1-year product life cycle. This year, we leveraged our 3D printing capabilities. We've invested almost $2 million in our 3D capabilities. That allowed us to do 75 prototypes actually in Carlsbad, California. So, I think a lot of the consumers out there say, how much innovation can come in 1 year? Maybe they bought AI Smoke last year.
Right.
I can tell you this year, big, giant step forward, and that's just because we're able to do things we've never done before with 3D printing. When you flip it over to the AI 10X face here, this is something that Callaway's really been a leader in artificial intelligence. Last year with the AI Smart Face, we had control over the face in ways that we never had before, that when you do hit it off center, controlling spin and speed in different manners through the variable face thickness. You can see it right over here, our AI 10X face on the wall. This year, we brought in more data, 10 times the amount of control points. And for the first time in Callaway's history, we have full control over the face. There's no more simulation, no more blending of it. So we're excited about that AI 10X face. And then lastly is a new material in the crown, the thermoforged carbon crown. With the new design and shape, we wanted to maintain the mass properties that we knew AI Smoke had. Low spin, very neutral, and so that's where we needed to introduce a new, stronger material that has better fidelity, that could really kind of come out of the supply chain at a higher tolerance to the shape. So 3 key features.
So I'm going to take you back a couple iterations, Rogue and back in the Maverick Maverick ways, and the jailbreak, right?
Jailbreak.
What if a person watching us right now hasn't upgraded since then?
Yeah.
How big of a difference will they notice, and what will be the key things they feel after a few swings with the Elite if they've been playing something from, let's say, 3 years ago?
Yeah, it's to your point, Epic was one of our best drivers, right? Yeah. You might even notice some of the similarities, the green, the letter E, and at Callaway, when we have a big product, we tend to go back to green. It's a color we've owned, and so I think a lot of the consumers will see that and they'll expect something big from us. What they'll see is Epic was an incredibly fast driver, right? Fastest on the market, really changed the direction of driver design through jailbreak technology. But compared to Elite, it was not as forgiving. So that would have been a perfect example of a head that was designed for speed, but at the expense of forgiveness. Now we're able to mirror all of those where you're not able to have that trade-off. So for the consumer out there that maybe has bought a speed story or a forgiving story, now they're able to get the best of both worlds.
Well, we know that technology goes through the fairway metals. How about the hybrid world? Here I'm holding this 3 hybrid. What do you bring Elite-wise into this?
Yeah, 3 really key features on this. You're going to see, we'll have our AI 10X face, but for the first time ever, heel and toe adjustability. So up to 12 yards of shot shape correction. And that's one thing we found for consumers out there and golfers is they like hybrids, but maybe it had a little bit of bias in it. So giving the fitters or giving them the opportunity to dial in that shot shape correction is going to be great. We also have our new OptiFit 4 hosel configuration on this. We launched this in the marketplace last year with our Apex irons, but what it does is it gives you up to 12 unique line loft combinations. So a lot more adjustability there. So incredible new versatility there. On the fairway woods, 2 new key features here. #1 in the marketplace last year, #1 selling fairway wood, #1 on tour across the global tours. But two things I just wanted to point out, Bill, is a new tungsten speed wave. So this is 35 grams of floating tungsten that sits low and forward on that club design. And as you know, fairway woods are tough to hit off the ground, right? Golfers struggle with that. They struggle. When they do struggle, they hit it low on the face and they don't hit center of the face. And so we wanted to solve those two problems. So that tungsten speed wave will help. When you hit it low on the face, you're going to see ball speeds very similar to center, and that spin's not going to want to climb up. Secondly is a step sole. Traditionally, sole design has been, introduced in the wedge category, obviously starting to get very prevalent in iron design. No one's ever done that in the fairway wood space. And so what you'll see here is we actually have a step sole. So when this sits on the ground, it's 57% less contact area. And so that allows the consumers to have more solid strike and get that ball to launch a little bit higher. So big, massive upgrades here in fairway wood. We're excited about that, excited about the hybrids and the drivers as well here in the Elyte family.
Well, as is always the case in Callaway's world, they put a lot of thought, a lot of R&D into all of this to help you perform at your very best. So make sure you go take some swings somewhere near you with the Elyte lineup and figure out if it's the best fit for your game. And I can't wait to swing some of these myself.
Yeah.
Thanks for the introduction.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by, Bill.